7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And welcome to IFB.
Oh.
What's going on?
You kind of sound weird. You're echoey?
I sound weird?
Yeah.
You sound weird.
You do. Sound weird.
I do. You do, I do. Anyway, welcome. Welcome aboard.
Okay.
Yes, no, maybe. Welcome to Season 6 of IFB Interfleet Broadcasting. This is our award-winning pop culture sci-fi news and entertainment channel. I'm New York Pete, your co-host. My best buddy is Chris the Tipsy Toaster, right over, sorry. Oh, there we go. There, boom. That's him. We bring our unique twist.
Scratch that nose right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Boom. But we bring our unique twist to our show here, and that comes from growing up watching 70s and 80s and 90s, TV and movies, reading the books and going to conventions, the comic books, all the cool stuff, the cartoons, everything that was out there. And, we grew up with this, and we're sharing it all with you guys. We're big Battlestar Galactica fans, and
Everybody's
thanks for joining us.
You don't sound so good.
Who, you or me?
You.
Why?
I don't know. Are you closer to the microphone? Did you touch it earlier?
How about now?
Move closer.
Does it sound better?
It does sound better.
Does sound better?
Yeah, to me it does.
I moved it over. I moved it a little closer to me. How's that?
That's better. It sounded like you were...
like 2 inches.
I moved it out there.
I moved it 2 inches closer to me. That's what I did. So, anyway. So look, guys, thanks for joining. There's a bunch of you out there. Thank you so much for taking the time out and joining us here on the show.
We'll get our together, honest. Just give us a minute.
So we're this is our Christmas show, right? This is our Christmas holiday show. We're doing it on Tuesday. It's usually on Thursday, but it's going to be up. So for those of you who don't get a chance to watch it tonight, which is unusual, but thank you for joining. It can be difficult, around the holidays. So we figured, what the heck, let's do it today, and then it'll be up, and anybody else who wants to jump on and watch. So we have a great guest coming on from Factory Entertainment, and so we'll be able to talk to Barry about the figure and the figures. You guys saw we posted up a survey. You guys been participating, and then it got shared out to all the other Battlestar.
And we got a new picture tonight too.
Yeah, we got a new picture, but the original stuff got shared out all over, and there were comments, and we tried to collect as much as we could so that we could discuss it with Barry. So we've been telling everybody, hey, make sure that you come back to IFB. Thank you for sharing the picture. But remember, we want it all to, streamline so that we can get everybody's comments out to Factory Entertainment all in one shot. So thank you for everybody, speaking up, and everybody that voted. So that's going to happen tonight. And we have another exclusive photo that is in the Battlestar Galactica line. You guys are going to flip out. We're going to talk to Barry about it. We're going to talk to Factory Entertainment about it. And so we're going to debut that here tonight. And it's exciting. We're going to talk about Christmas pasts and, Battlestar and sci-fi. I've been going through my old Starlog magazines, and so I'll share those with you. I've looked through about 50 of them already. I have almost a full run, and so I been doing that in between getting ready for the holidays, which could be stressful for many of us. But hey, it is what it is, and that's why we're here. We're here to kind of hang out a little bit. But I wanted to bring some of that up, and I'll show you two of my favorite gifts ever that I ever received at Christmas as a kid. You guys all probably already know what they are, but I physically have them with me, right? So I got them, and I will I'll show them off. It's a lot of us have gone through moves. A lot of us have gone through the purges that our parents help us with, and we've lost a lot of that stuff. I'm lucky enough that I still have my most favorite Christmas gifts that I received as a kid, and of course they're Battlestar related, and I'll share those with you, and then of course I'm going to use the Battlestar Magic Mirror that was made by Mediocre Modeler for us here on IFB, and that was commissioned by the Tipsy Toaster. And I'm gonna spot some of you guys that are out there. And thanks for joining us tonight. George Giacomis in the house. Thanks, George. Kim Harms and Chris Marshall, Erica Riley, Erica Persiani, and Lola, of course, and Chris Laskowski from Down Under. Thank you for joining us live. And there's a bunch of you out there on various other, some of you watching on the YouTube. I unfortunately am not watching the YouTube channel. I'm watching the Facebook one. So thank you guys. Janet Jenkins is watching. Thank you, Janet. Thank you for putting up with all this. And so there's others of you. If you just put up
the
a
support
quick
team behind the Pete and I. Yes,
absolutely. So if there is any of you out there that haven't put up a little comment, please do, so that we can acknowledge.
Commander Kane's
and
on. They're out there.
who is it? Who is
Commander
it?
Kane. He's on YouTube.
Oh, Commander Kane. Okay, cool. Paul, thank you very much. Paul, everybody
Chris
loves
Marshall
the commander.
says, finally a commander leader figure.
Eastern Alliance, baby, that's his thing. So
I don't
we'll
know.
talk
I don't
about
know
that.
if they'll. I don't know if. I don't know how well that one would sell there, Chris. I'm not sure if
He'll buy two of
Factory
each.
Entertainment will
Yeah.
go for it. I guess if you guarantee you'll buy 10,000 units, Factory Entertainment will definitely make it for
Hey,
you.
if he buys 1,000, I think it'll be good. Mike DeBrune is on. Thank you, Mike. Great seeing you here. Lola, it's a family thing. You know that we got your back. Do what we
We
can.
are family. Wow,
That's right.
I got a new
So I'm
song.
glad.
We're gonna have to
I'm
remake that
glad
one.
that we can. We're always helping each
Sono.
other
I have
out.
to get the Sono for that one.
Oh yeah, no, it's good stuff. So thank you for tuning in and spending time with us. Around the holidays, whether it's Christmas or Hanukkah or any of the other celebrations, any other way that you
Solstice, whatever it may
celebrate
be, yeah.
solstice. Yes, whatever it may be. Positive thoughts and energies towards you. Hope that you're celebrating them in a very positive way with those that you hold dear. And there you go. Thank you for coming on and making 6 seasons now of IFB successful. We really appreciate that. And so there's stuff that we definitely want to kind of bring out here at the end of the calendar year for 2025, and we'll mention a few things, Tipsy. But before we get too far in,
Festivus
let's
for the rest of us.
do our toast. Yeah, yes, that's right, Festivus. That's right. That's right,
Do our
Mike.
toast?
Um,
Hang on, let me get
yep.
my beer container out. Let's see here. What's that tonight?
Excellent. Oh, very good.
Container contains two tonight.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that
Watching
got
more of
packed
the
well.
gods.
Looks like we're celebrating Christmas with some Christmas ale from the Great Lakes Brewing
Oh,
Company.
well done.
And
Okay.
let's see what else we got in here. Oh, I like
Yes.
this one. This one is another Christmas ale from
Oh,
Avita,
okay.
and it's got
Not to be
crocodiles.
mistaken. Not to be mistaken for ginger ale, because I saw it was green. I was like, is that ginger ale?
Oh no,
Not ginger
yes,
ale.
it's Christmas ale. It's better than ginger ale. You don't have to be a redhead to drink Christmas ale. You have to be a redhead to drink ginger ale.
That's right. AJ Catalano Torres, thank you for joining us. Appreciate you and your work out there. So thank you for coming on. Appreciate you.
There we go.
Oh yeah. Box of ale, Tipsy. Yep, that's right. That's right.
Oh,
So,
wow. This is dark for an ale.
oh boy. Well, it's not as dark as some of the other ones you've had, but that looks very
Oh, I
nice.
love my stouts.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Oh man. Yeah, and you know what? We're gonna talk a little bit about some of the
Ooh.
events that are coming up. We'll talk with, we'll
Ale
let you
with
guys know.
spices and honey.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
I think what are you sweating already, man?
Nah, I got a really bright light I need to get rid of.
Okay. I
It's
thought I
right
thought it was
there.
I thought it was making you sweat, but all right.
Well, the
Eggnog
only
and
other thing I
rum.
can
Way to
do
go,
is
Lola.
this. Then it
And
just looks
boom.
weird.
Whoa. Whoa. You need is a Christmas hat. That's what you
Look
need.
at that. Dude.
Need a Christmas hat. What are you doing? Don't fall over yet. Looks good.
Mm. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Anyways, thank you for joining us every
Yeah.
Thursday. If you're joining us on Facebook, don't forget to go over there and check out the YouTube channel. Got to grow that one a little bit bigger. So if you haven't had a
Yeah,
chance to go over there
please.
and click the buttons over there, smash
Mhm.
that like button like you
Yes.
colonials would
Yes.
smash a Cylon,
Cylon.
or you
Cylons. Yes.
smash it like you would like to smash Jar Jar Binks. I'm sure we're going to get lots of likes now.
Yes.
But anyways,
Yes,
we do
Tipsy
appreciate
needs a
it.
Santa hat.
Yes, I need a Santa hat, but you know what the problem was? I can't find it because when we moved, it's all packed away somewhere.
Oh. All right.
I was looking for it, but I can't find it.
Next
So,
time.
next time. Anyways, don't forget to check us out next Thursday, which would be on New Year's Day. We'll have another broadcast then. And Pete won't be there, but we'll have special people coming on, and we'll just have a nice review, and then maybe we'll cut out off of line and go on to a Zoom chat and maybe watch a movie or something. We'll see. But anyways,
Excellent.
thanks for joining us. You are a family, and we really enjoy you being here, and we enjoy being here too. Don't let us fool you. We enjoy the. I can't get the button. We enjoy the frack out of this. So
Absolutely.
here's to you, because it's the important things that we appreciate, and right now the important thing is the fleet. So because fans feel the fleet. So here's to you.
Here you go, guys. Cheers to you.
I had to talk long enough to get the head down on it.
Mike DeBrune wants, he says, put on the Boltar helmet, Tipsy.
You know, I saw one for sale.
Oh, that's something you should get, man.
Yeah.
That's an investment. That would be.
Nope, my
of
Christmas
all-
present is coming. It is a
Yeah.
gold Cylon armor. I have full size.
Wow.
So-
Wow. Okay.
I will be dressed up as a gold Cylon soon.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Anyways.
But we should get you that. We should all chip in and get Tipsy the Boltar helmet. That would be that would be cool. But anyway,
Or his mediocre modeler, he could probably make one.
yeah, he definitely can make one. That's for sure. But so look, there's a bunch of cool stuff that's been going on with us, and a lot of you, that follow, we worked on projects, we put stuff out, and it's the end of 2025. We're wrapping up the whole year. 2026 is going to bring us a whole bunch of other things, but it would be kind of cool to just look back a little bit and thank all of you for watching and supporting, but also remember that our goal when we started the Stranded Warrior was to compete with the regular franchises that are out there, right? So there's the regulars, and there's the big boy in the room is always going to be Star Wars, right? Star Wars, there's always going to be fan films and real good ones, of course.
Star Trek.
And then there's Star Trek, and then there's the superheroes. I was going to say the Marvel, but it's not just Marvel. Those are the big three, the heavies. And, we wanted to showcase a little bit of Battlestar Galactica talent. There hasn't been a lot out there. And we did that. And we're very proud. We did that with the help of all of you out there. And so our Stranded Warrior, right, has been now, screened around the world internationally, in Sweden, in Dubai, in various places in India, Spain, Canada, UK, Romania, Greece, Italy, Hong Kong, domestically in the
Poland?
United States. We've competed in Florida, New York City, Chicago, California, Houston, Grand Rapids, Virginia, and we've actually won 22 awards for the Stranded Warrior, and the total festival selections stand at 27, and we've been screened in 22 different festivals. So
That's a
that's
lot.
all. That's, we wanted to keep, classic Battlestar Galactica out there and alive, and I think we've succeeded. We have there's a handful, actually now there's about 10 more festivals for 2026 that we're competing in. A couple of them are really, big ones. There's one in LA that's just fan films, and they've been around for like 10 years. And we've actually been selected, so we'll be, competing in that. We're in the process. So we've done really well. And everybody that's helped, everybody that watches, everybody that asks questions about it, this is it's a showcase for our love for Battlestar Galactica, right? Everybody else has their particular thing, whether it be they're doing a fan film for Batman, a Star Trek, a Star Wars, and we're competing with some of the very best of the best. And we're there. We're on stage with them. We're finalists, so we've won some, and we hope to, wrap it up with more wins, and we'll keep you posted. But thank you, guys. Thank you.
And for those
And
people who don't know what we're talking about, I have the trailer here.
oh, you got the trailer?
Yeah.
Put it up. Let
All
it
right.
rip.
So for those people who don't know what we're talking about, we're going to show you the trailer for this film. Also, don't forget we're going to be doing that big thing in May. Want to say that first?
No, go ahead. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Give me a second. That one
Yeah,
big
so
thing in May. I'll make sure we get
all
that
right.
set up.
So we're gonna actually screen the multi-award winning film festival trailer, the official trailer for The Stranded Warrior. We crowdfunded it. For those that are not too familiar with what we're discussing, The Stranded Warrior was crowdfunded, and we put this together. It's live action. We had a SAG waiver. We had SAG actors involved, and it is phenomenal. So not only did the trailer win, not only has the film itself, it's a short that's won, and the poster, all of those things. So thank you, Chris Marshall, for the poster. All of them have won internationally and domestically, and we're very proud of that, and we're happy to be able to say that. And as Battlestar Galactica fans,
All right, ready when you are.
and okay, let her rip.
There are those who believe the Cylon War is lost, that man cannot survive. Then there are the warriors,
These warriors.
men and women fighting for millennia.
We are Legions of the Fleet.
Warriors living with violence and death.
We are pretending to be the insectoids caught in the Crawlin's web.
You snit rat. What the frack is going on?
Who now fight to survive all across the heavens.
Nice. Excellent.
Yay.
So that's the award-winning trailer to our short, The Stranded Warrior. And The other project that we've worked on is the Tower Protocol Resurrection, and that's also done extremely well. It's brought in 21 awards, festival selection 16, and screen in 13. We
Ready for
also
that one?
waiting on another dozen festivals for next year on that project as well. So the announcement then is that in May of 2026, for those of you that have easy access to New York City, we're letting you know that there will be an actual physical screening of both, plus there'll be a couple of other shorts as well, which we will announce as they get locked in. But we're having a private public screening. So those of you that are involved, cast and crew, of course, will receive emails. Those of you that supported in the fundraising on the Stranded Warrior will receive specific emails. And then anybody else that wants to show up after that, you're more than welcome. We'll let you know exactly time and place. It's going to be in New York City. It'll be in Queens in New York, at a very beautiful center, art center is where it's going to be. And so we will be debuting both, and there'll be a charity element to it. So there'll be donations for a charity that day. So we'll have a red carpet, and it's going to be great, guys. We'll let you know. We're so proud of what we've done, and this is an opportunity for cast and crew, fans, and everybody else. If you're on the East Coast and you're able to come, it's going to be in May of 2026. We'll lock down the day. We'll tell you the time and place, and you're more than welcome. Just go at it. So we're very excited, and we're announcing it here tonight for the first time that both the Stranded Warrior and the Tower Protocol will be screened together. We'll be giving out some awards and some recognition for those that have made this possible. So that'll go on as well. So we'll be doing some IFB awards that are being made specifically for that night, that event. So for those of you that can, please keep it in mind. Maybe you can join us. We would love to have you, of course. And so that's going on.
You want the other trailer? I have it ready too.
Yeah, throw up the other trailer, and everybody will get to see the other one. We've won awards for it as well. The
Right.
Tower Protocol
Ready when you are.
Resurrection. And so that's happening. And
Ready?
yeah,
Okay.
go for it. Yeah.
Oops.
My name is Colonel Jonathan White. I've faced a darkness most can't imagine. An occult society whose tendrils reach into education, law enforcement, even the government. Their influence is everywhere, waiting to resurface. I've been watching, waiting, sleeping lightly. People think they know this place. They walk by, oblivious to the whispers, the schemes hiding in plain sight. But I know. I've seen the darkness that slips through the cracks, crawling its way to the surface.
I got to see the actual Tower Protocol in an AMC theater in Las Vegas, where we won Best Sci-Fi Film for that, and it's phenomenal. When you see it on the big screen, oh my God, it's so cool. George Kyriakopoulos is watching. George is
Wow,
one of
I've
the
seen him forever.
co-stars on The Stranded Warrior. Thank you, George. We haven't seen George K for a while. He's working, he's singing, he's doing all kinds of cool things. So, George, I know that you try to keep up as best you can, but it's important that, we are very, very proud of what we did with your help, and Lieutenant Costas in our Stranded Warrior, right? 22 awards for our Stranded Warrior. And these are awards that are, team based, fan based. This is for all of us, right? We've won these with all of our work. So it's great that you're on. Thank you so much. You keep us posted. I know that you're doing, you're working another one of your talents. He's multi-talented. He's doing a lot of singing these days and stuff like that, along with his acting. So George Kyriakopoulos, thank you so much. It's great that you're here with us. Bert Oliver Bomer, award-winning sci-fi author, does our Bert battle briefings. Thank you, Bert, for stopping in and being with us and hanging. We love it when you're around. Thank you. Thank you very much. So we got stuff going on, guys. For 2026 audio drama, we're wrapping up. Tipsy, you're doing all the technical aspects of the audio drama. It's our second one in a series that we're putting out related to the Tower Protocol. So I know that we'll probably have that out first thing. I was going to say first thing, but we're going to have it out 2026 in January. Tara, Tiny Bean Tara is starring in that audio drama. And of course, Jeff Kirkland, his character is in it as well. And it is phenomenal, guys. We spent a lot of time, writing that script and getting it, tightening it up and getting the narrative really where we wanted. So it's fantastic. Tipsy, you're amazing. Your work is amazing. I know that the fans themselves.
It's the Cylon in me. It's my second brain.
I guess it is. It must be. It must be. But you'll see. You'll see. And so, hey, John One's with us too. Thank you, John. John's another integral part of our IFB operations. George K., be aware and be advised that everybody involved in the Stranded Warrior is being slotted into interview segments. So you need to come on. And we got to have you come on. Everybody's coming on so that we can talk about what it was like to do the Stranded Warrior. What are you up to now? What's on the horizon? We're talking quickly about that as well. Talking about pushing our audio dramas, and then we will be shooting. We're announcing that here tonight. We're actually Tipsy Toaster Productions and Omega X are going to go forward, and we'll be shooting a project that we're not going to give too much away, but we're going to be. It's based on one of our original IPs, and the goal is for our first feature film as from our platform. And so we're also going to have George Zulos. What is it? Award-winning director, writer, producer, and star, right? So he was the lead in The Stranded Warrior, Captain Martin. He's coming out with his own feature-length movie, Once a Week for Life. It's in two parts. The first one is going to have a limited theatrical release in March, followed by a full release streaming. And we were involved in it, myself and my cousin George, you, Tipsy. We actually even got to act in it.
Couple of minutes in there.
We're in it, and so we're involved. So this our IFB family has been working behind the scenes in and out of filming and stuff like that. So we're very proud of everybody we've been involved with. So thank you, everyone, everyone, and of course the fans. So thank you, guys. Thank you so much for supporting. But let's talk a little bit more about Factory Entertainment.
Okay.
Because
set him up. He's here.
Because yes, Barry is here. Barry,
give me a minute. Keep talking. I'm gonna be a second. I didn't set up as
okay.
over third.
So we're gonna set you up, Barry. But in the meantime, I will get to do all of the. I'm gonna set the segue up. I'm gonna set up the bridge. The masterful creator, the wizard himself, Barry Eldridge is in the green room, and he is. Oh no!
Nobody can hear him.
Oh.
Nobody can hear him.
You didn't wait till you see what I just saw. Okay. Anyway, so Barry from Factory Entertainment, guys, we've been talking about this now for weeks, right? So since San Diego Comic-Con, the convention, Factory Entertainment took all of their future line and it included awesome Battlestar Galactica figures, right? So there's action figures, there's, like GI Joe size, almost 12-inch figures. We'll talk all about their scale, but they were, Barry sent us some, it was concept art for packaging of the smaller action figures. And, the Factory Entertainment and Barry wanted some feedback, and you guys gave us feedback. The pictures made themselves. They made their way throughout the Battlestar fandom, and they're like, oh, everybody's talking about them. In the last, I'd say, 15, 20 days, they were like, after we debuted them, there's others that included the pictures on their videos. I mean, just it went out all over, and we're going to talk about, what is it that a collector like us wants, right? And there were all these comments that you guys put up, and I said to you guys, we're going to discuss it. We're going to present that. So we put up the survey, and Factory Entertainment has been here on our show before.
Yeah. One of the few people that actually listen.
Yes. And so, right, we've talked about this in the past. Since we've been on for 6 episodes, some of you have said, it's too bad we don't see a lot of Galactica merchandise. The fans are still out there. We still want to have some stuff. Well, here it is. And actually, Tipsy
We're ready to go when you are.
All right, Tipsy's got one of the San Diego exclusives.
Oh yeah, we're going to show that.
We have one, so we'll be able to show that off. Barry, welcome back to IFB. How are you?
I am great. Thank you for having me, guys. I apologize. I'm in my home workshop, so it's a little echoey. And when we get to the Cylons, when we get to Cylons, apparently dogs don't like Cylons. So you'll have to apologize if you hear my dog barking, because apparently they do not enjoy the noise of Cylons, as I discovered a few minutes ago.
Daggets.
It's the Daggets.
It's the Daggets. They were if you look back in the lore,
yes,
they were part of the protection around the encampments of the colonials, so they would bark.
That's right.
Similar
As
to
I discover more and more, it seems Mr. Larson was a genius, because it's actually true. Because I can tell you, my big dog just went, and I'm doing the thing, and he's like not happy, and then he started barking.
Well, see, there you go.
So he's been sent to the other room, but we'll see if he can pick up on the noise later.
Oh, that's gonna be perfect. It's true to the mythology, right? The bigger overall scope of the story and the background.
Who knew?
So Barry, I hope that you had a special going on. It was like the 12 days of Christmas or so. There was a special sale.
Yeah, like an advent calendar. It goes all the way up to tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the last one.
Okay.
So we've done a different offer on different products every day this month, 24 days. So it's kind of Advent Plus, if we want to be really romantic. But it's fun, and it's a good way for us to share some value. And people have been great this year. We've been noticing a lot of purchases for stocking stuffers and what have you. And we'll keep shipping until tomorrow. I don't think anybody's going to get anything, but everything will ship out, as of tomorrow. But then, there's always, you can always have after Christmas gifts as well.
Yes, of course. There's always, hey, a gift is a gift, right? I mean,
right?
Come on,
exactly.
Guys.
Yeah.
We love it. Barry, you shared some of the artwork, right? It was prototype stuff that
for the action figure line. Yeah.
It was concept, and we put it up. We did a survey. We had I think it was over 115 fans got involved and gave us feedback.
That was just on our channel.
That was just on our channel. Yeah, it made its way. It made its way around into all of the various groups in social media, and others picked that up as well. Had it on their video feeds and stuff. So very, very well received. And
the winner is
the bubble card.
Excellent. Okay, good. Well, we can't thank you enough, because I think we've said this before, but everybody at Factory is just a fan doing stuff that we hope other fans would like. And so we have ideas, and we think we know what people like, but there's no substitute for finding out straight from the Cylon's mouth, as it were, because we don't know what we're doing. You know, it's great to have input, and we wanted to do a retro styled vintage figure as if you could have bought it back in 78, 79, early 80s, but with a bit of a modern twist so that it's got some stability. You know, the great cards that we all used to love as kids that had the figure on one side and the great big open card are incredibly liable to bending, and you know, most of them didn't make it back to the shelf, so we're prescient of that. But we also saw that, you know, in this day and age, there are a lot of people. The one problem with an action figure card is you can't open it without destroying the card.
Yep.
So that was a concern. And, you know, we haven't fully made up our mind. Watch this space. We may be investigating options for say, a boxed version for those people that don't want to destroy.
Yeah, somebody asked for both. Yes.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, it's a valid point. You know, you want to play with these things. You don't want to leave them on the blisters because that's sad and they get depressed. They need to be taken out, but you know, you can't get them off without cutting that blister. There is no, trust me, we looked into having all kinds of opening clamshells and all this, but it just doesn't work because then they get stolen at retail. So
Right, of course.
that's not going to work.
Did you any consideration at some point to making the cards, if you do go with the bubble card, having the cards available as collector pieces themselves?
That's a great idea. We hadn't thought of that, and I will definitely bring that up because that would theoretically solve some of the problem, and it would allow you to have the pristine card back. It would also be a fantastic thing to offer at, you know, shows when we're space limited, because you can pack a hell of a lot of cards. So
oh yeah,
love that idea. Going to be stealing that one.
I did. So I tried to do that with the original, and you know, every time I cut the figures out of the original, you know, blister cards, and I would actually, you know, try to little product placement.
Yeah, there you go. I recognize that, baby.
So you know, my original figures.
Here we go.
I'm going to show off one of my original Baltar.
Look at that. He's remarkably well looked after. You weren't a kid who buried things in the sandbox and shot them with BB guns, clearly.
That would be me.
Yes, no, so full
and fireworks.
There we go. Woo! Right? Full disclosure, Barry. So I was 12, almost 13, you know, when these came out. So I didn't really I was slightly outside of that age range, so I didn't play too much with them. But I collected them because I loved the show, and I wanted to take them off carefully from the card so I could actually hold them, have them. But my goal was to have all of the card backs, and they get, you know, they got ugly because sometimes you couldn't rip it off right, and so I know that a lot of us that were collectors were like, oh, you know, it doesn't matter. At least I have the card back, and it's. But if you have those card backs, and you could sell those, and I could get that, I could rip the one card open and just have the other be like, that'd be great. So I don't know.
That's a brilliant idea. I really like that.
Pete, why don't you show what happened to your card when you went home?
Yes, when I went home, Barry. I don't know if you watched, but I had a mint Adama that my father knew enough to keep the figure, but this is what happened to my I got the phone call. Moving to Florida, you better come and get your stuff. And I was like, oh my God, you ripped up the one figure that I had that was mint on the card, and it's like, you cut him up. What did you do?
Yeah, so Scotch tape's not going to fix that. I can remember with my mom trying to steam the plastic. That doesn't work. Trust me, kids, don't do that one. we tried that. What else did we do? Razor blades, because 5-year-olds with razor blades is a great idea.
That's going to go well, yeah.
So yeah, I like that idea. I think we'll definitely investigate that. Let me go away, and I will absolutely take that up, because that would be really neat, and I like it, because we can
5-year-olds,
even do, you know,
even 12-year-olds with razor blades or sharp knives are bad.
Yes,
bad
the X-Acto knife. I do
bad. I chopped half my thumb off. This is Chris for sure.
Yes, Kids, don't
chopped
do
half
that.
my thumb off trying to cut the head off of an army man with a very sharp buck knife.
Yeah. Yeah. If there are any kids
6
listening,
stitches
we're
later,
all idiots.
don't
Don't
do
copy
that.
us.
Don't do that. So Barry, I wanted to quickly just point out a couple of the comments. So
Yeah, please.
I followed along. I went to all the different fan sites that were out there because it was interesting. Obviously, they borrowed the imagery that you sent us and they put it up, and so I was watching and I kept telling them, hey, listen, make sure you come back so that you can comment when we have Factory Entertainment on. And I know that there's many of them are going to be here. If you guys are watching this afterwards, please put in comments because we will make sure to pass those on. However,
Yeah, Factory Entertainment is one of the few people that actually listen.
Yeah, absolutely. However, I just wanted to point out one of the things that has come up more than once, Barry, is a box like the Star Wars Black Series allows the option to change from displaying in or out of the box. Once off the blister, there's no going back. And I think it's valid, right?
It is very valid, yeah.
All right. And so then with that in mind, there were other people chimed in and were like, how about a hybrid? Would it be possible to try to get and someone came up with this, and I don't know if it exists, but it's like almost like the box itself has sort of the backing in it, and then there's the plastic bed for the figure, so you could take it out of quote the box, and then the blister card is just the card itself. So now you have, I don't know, like something like that. So that's something that has come up. I don't know, but the bubble shows more the figure outright. Both are legitimate. Some of the fans have told us they're going to buy both anyway, one to cut off and one to keep in pristine. So one thing that also came up, Barry, was the idea that if we insist on a box, that it'd probably cost more. It's going to jack up the price. Right. So that was a consideration.
A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody's very mindful. Everybody's super excited about getting the figures, and then there were some jokes about, are we gonna get the Havel Lucifer? Do we get the Baltar? Is that the the elusive
that's
gold?
One of the things
Cylon?
in the comments right now is there going to be a Baltar? Wouldn't that be? Is there going to be? Somebody asked for a pink IL series.
Oh,
I need to get a download of all of these, because I was watching. The brilliant thing was how organically it spread, and I saw it spreading to other countries, and then there was feedback coming in. I saw in German, and I saw some guys in Italy, and it's really. But I do need to get all of this together, because I then have to kind of compress it down. And so where we are right now, just tell everybody the figures are in full development. We're actually focusing right now on the Viper, and that is. And I don't know if you got them, but just before this call, I sent you a couple of sneak preview images, which have never been seen anywhere. And we'll talk about the Viper.
One of the sneak previews for the Starbuck.
I just emailed them about 2 minutes ago. Okay, so let me see if I can share them. They're just blueprints.
I got them. If you just emailed them to me, I'll get them.
Yeah. The figures we're working on the figures themselves right now. It's getting all the detail in. I won't bore you with some of the fine detail, but when you make an action figure, you today in the modern day, you make a 3D model, and then you have to make tooling. And the tooling for a little 3 3/4 inch action figure is, I don't have any here, but you're talking something that's about, for one figure, about a foot cube of steel, just for one figure. So we've got 5 figures, and we're making them all in tools that can be shared, so that we can have some commonality. For example, the Viper pilots, their bodies are all common, so we can have different heads, and there are many other Viper pilots we'd like to look at. The initial wave will be Starbuck and Apollo. There'll be 2 Cylons, a gold and a silver Cylon, Cylon Centurion and a Cylon Commander. And then there will be a figure included with the Viper, which will be Boomer. And yes, he will be packaged. However we package the figures, he will be in the box packaged like that, so that you don't just have this little, mail away figure in a little bag, because that's really disappointing. And Boomer deserves his own card back and his own card artwork and everything else.
Yes.
So the card art is not that the samples we shared are purely prototype concept. You can see they're not even real photos. It's all hand drawn. It was just to give people a rough idea. So that's where we are with the figures. And as far as other characters, it really is a case of if you buy them, they will come. We will get the first 5 out, and then we would love to do them all. I'd love to go wide and deep. I'd love to sit here in 2 years' time and have 35 Battlestar figures out there in the market. But it does depend on minimum quantities. These things are not cheap to make, and we are taking something of a risk, but we're very we're delighted by the support from the community, because we were fans and we thought there were other fans out there like us. But we didn't know. And then we discovered that, hey, there's lots of people like us. So we're really, really excited. Can't wait to get the first wave out. And then from there, the sky is literally the limit. So keep them coming. Everybody knows who I am. You can email me with your ideas. Can I make every single figure you want? No. But will I listen? Yes. And who knows? We would love to go all the way. I can tell you all the ones I want, but my boss will kill me. But I have a list a mile long, and I work with a really talented team on this, and we're all super enthusiastic, and we're always throwing ideas. And all I can tell you is, apart from the pink AL series, every one of the things that you mentioned has been brought up. So here we've got some sneak previews behind the scenes, and this is really fun for me, and I'm sorry why I geek out for a minute. We're getting to make the Viper we all wanted, that we wanted Mattel or Hasbro to make us in 78, 79, 81. And it's such fun. And you can see, this is the 3D rendering of all the parts for it. It's really complicated. I never thought I'd get excited about screw bosses and how things go together, but we're making a point of building it just how it would have been built back then. So it will look like a period toy, but it will have some modern accommodations. The landing gear will be removable. There will be opening and closing landing gear flaps. It will have lights and sound.
Ooh.
But we are making a slight improvement, I would call it, for the modern audience, that it will be remote controlled. So you can put it in your display cabinet and you can still operate it without having to take it out and push the button, because it will still be, you can still fly it around and you go, which is what we're all going to do, I will admit it. But when your great aunt comes over to look, you don't want to have to schlep the thing out of a cabinet. And it's just, so if it's in a glass cabinet, you should be able to just go pew pew and have fun with it.
Awesome.
That's what I want to do. But it's great fun working on that and trying to design it the way that it was designed back then and put it together. And yeah, I think I forget the part count, but when we first looked at it, we thought, oh yeah, it's like X number of pieces. It's about 3 times as many pieces as we thought.
Wow. Oh, wow. That is so cool. And the sound effects, oh my God, it's going to be so sweet.
So as soon as we have a working prototype, we'll share it. We're literally at the stage now of I've watched videos of various printed pieces, because the tooling for that baby, it's not far off the size of a small car, and we have to get that one right. So there can't be any errors on that one. So that one, people may perceive that we're moving a little slowly, but there is a reason for that. We want to get it right, because once you make a mistake and you've cut tool, no going back from that one.
A couple of comments already were like, with landing gear, that's a plus. I mean, we never got landing gear.
Oh yeah.
Well, you can't have a launch base sequence without landing gear.
That's right.
We're trying to think again. This is not a toy.
Okay, now
but we have to think of play value.
I'm not even thinking play value. I'm thinking stop motion.
Ooh,
I'm gonna have fun.
Yeah.
This could be in front of a green screen. You could, I mean, there's other ways of doing it, of course, to make it look really cool with 3D versions. But would this not be cool to create like a almost like your own commercial with the thing?
The first time I see something fan made with one of these ships, I might just die of pride. And I know my whole team will. There's a whole bunch of us involved in this, and I know that we'll be the first people sharing those around the office going, look at this.
So Erica says this thing looks really colorful.
Yeah, so the colors are for me, so I don't go insane. Trying to work out which passes are which and which pieces are made out of which material. So the colors, yeah, that's the psychedelic version of the Viper right now. But as you can see, without the colors, it becomes really confusing, and each part is numbered. And so when we're discussing part F22.3, we know what it means, but we're dealing with a factory in China who, and interestingly, are really passionate about this too. I did not know.
That's cool.
They know what Battlestar Galactica is.
Cool.
Would it be fun to talk to them?
We've had to talk about sort of launch sequences for lights, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we know what you mean," and we're like, "Really?"
Really?
And they're like this, and they show us, and we're like, "Yes, perfect." So who knew? Because it's rare. Normally, you talk to people who haven't got a clue what you're talking about. Sometimes, rarely, sometimes, but yeah, they know what we're talking about.
That's cool.
So Barry, I gotta bring this up because it's relevant. And Chris Marshall that did work on our fan film, The Stranded Warrior. Very super talented guy. One of our team members says, "What color gray are you using for the Eastern Alliance?"
And Greg, who's in charge of such things, he's going to kill me because I can't remember the Pantone reference, but I will find it and I will get it for you. I do know we have it because we went through a lot of grays. It was like one of those when you have to choose, beige wallpaper with your significant other and they show you 75 shades of exactly the same thing. But we do have a precise Pantone for that. And yeah, there's been much discussion. So sorry, Greg. You can slap me later that I got that one wrong.
He's dying for a commander leader.
Yeah, he wants commander leader.
I mean, that's the beautiful thing about it with some deco changes. They could be a whole fleet.
Made.
Yeah,
I mean, the ship, the I don't know what they call them. Chris is gonna kill me. I don't remember what they called the ships from the
Wolf Pack.
The Wolf Pack. But nobody ever made one of those.
No, nobody. Yeah, come on.
What we can do, I mean, there's nothing to stop us. We could do a Pegasus. We could do.
Yes.
Like I said, if the audience is there,
don't tease us now.
If the audience is there, we'll do it. But we can't make 10,000 Vipers that will sit in a warehouse because
No, of course
That's
not.
funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's the exact same number I told Chris Marshall earlier that he would have to buy to get you to make it.
Well, hey, if there's any fabulously wealthy people out there who want to buy 10,000 Vipers, you got my number. Call me. I can hook you up. You can have them in bright pink if you want.
We have Dale and Mark. Thanks for joining us live. Appreciate you taking the time out. We're here with Barry from Factory Entertainment. We're discussing exclusively the future line of action figures and Battlestar Galactica figures and the like that Factory Entertainment is going to be putting out. Many of you seen pictures. If you didn't actually go to San Diego, you've seen a lot of the pictures have been circulating, and we had a survey on our page on IFB, and now we're getting to talk to Barry about it, and we appreciate all of you coming on and watching, and please continue making your comments. We have an opportunity that's not always given to us, and so the fans are being catered to, and Factory Entertainment are taking us seriously. Barry has come on before, and thank you, Barry. We really appreciate just taking the time out and listening to the fans. It's a no-brainer. You would think that anybody that is in business, it's like, oh yeah, well, if I'm going to make them, if I want them to buy, I'm going to make them something they want to buy. But a lot of times it doesn't work that way. So, man, all right. So you have a set line of the smaller action figures that you're going to come out with.
Yep.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but depending on how well they do, there is an expectation that there would be then a series 2.
Yep, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, love to do it. Probably five figures at a time is a good kind of retail amount, because too many variants drives people crazy. Retailers don't like it, and we don't expect many. I don't expect these to be in mass retail. Who knows? We could be wrong. You just never know until you actually get the product out there. Maybe they will excite the buyer at unnamed big box store here. you just don't know. Over the years I've been doing this, the thing you think they're going to snap your arm off for, they hate, and the thing that they show absolutely no interest for, they love. So you can never tell. But yeah, 5 at a time. Wave 1 is the 3 3/4 inch, and then not quite simultaneously, but at the same time. And these will all be launching next year. We've got 2 initially 12-inch, 1/6 scale, much more highly detailed collector figures in the Hot Toys style. So we'll have Starbuck and Apollo, and then we're working on some modern era VSG, Commander Adama, and a Katie Sackhoff Starbuck, but they'll come later. But the 2 first 78 ones are in production now. I think I gave you guys a sneak preview of one of the vanity shots. Is the first place anywhere in the world to see this outside the company, but you'll see kind of how beautiful they look.
IFB exclusive, guys. Yep. Here it is. Thank you for sharing that, Barry. And you know, before we put this up, before we went live, Tipsy and I, we discussed the fact that there is that second figure in the picture blurred out, and we were like, it's got to be Apollo. So we were already, speculating on who that's going to be, and it's obvious. So cool. I mean, that sculpt for Starbuck and the boots, I mean, everything is really, really spot on. Do you think you're going to be able to maintain
plates?
that?
I have these boots, and that thing's like right on, because that's what the plates are.
Those are incredible.
Yes, and yes. We have to maintain it because the collectors of what I will call Hot Toys figures, which is, they're the industry leader, they have a very specific level, and anything less than that dooms you to failure. So yes, the answer is we have to. And you can't see the other detail in this. It's crazy. There's wristwatches on the characters. The Languatron has buttons.
Wow.
The fabric, I'll tell you, the hardest part of this is buying micro suede that actually looks right and tailors right and fits, because you're fitting this onto a buck body, which is kind of like a GI Joe. So it has it's not articulated like a real human. So the clothing has to, and again, we're very lucky to have access to some genius guys who do cut and sew to make this stuff sit right and look right. Things like making the helmets removable, and when their hair is sculpted, so you'll see, I don't think we have any pictures of them with the helmets on, but the helmets are wearable for the figures, and they will have clever little switchable hair pieces so that you can get the helmet on without getting the hair and without disturbing yourself with the vocoder. But these figures are a real joy to behold, and when you sit with them in person, it's really stunning. The likenesses are, I can't wait to get one in front of Dirk and show him, because it's creepy good, like in a good way.
Excellent.
They really do look like a shrunken human. 3 3/4 inch, we can go so far.
Yeah.
But 1/6, you can go to a whole other level.
Which ones you need to make. Now you got all the main characters here.
Yeah.
You don't have any females.
No, not yet.
Ooh, Athena.
If you make an Athena,
I don't
guarantee.
think the list of people for Athena will be short.
No, it will be a long one.
You
make Athena in a blue, or Athena, Athena.
Really
you can
cool.
just keep the same outfit here, and just she was a warrior. Just make
it's got to be tailored a little bit neater to the shoulders, but there's no reason why not. And one of the biggest issues with female characters is their hair, that the sculpted hair on a female doesn't look great, but Athena's hair would actually work. She doesn't have to have the rooted hair, which can be a real labor of love. You have to sit there and brush it and style it, because it's nylon, and you end up with an afro if you're not careful. So you have to sit there and style it. But she would actually suit sculpted hair. So if the audience is there, I mean, we started with Starbuck and Apollo because they're the 2 primo guys, and the investment on these is pretty horrific. But once we know there is an audience for this, I want to do it again. I want to do them all. I mean, my childhood. If I get to do a 1/6 scale Patrick McNee, my 10-year-old self might just wet himself with excitement.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Barry, can we? Is it premature to discuss price points?
Yeah, right now, yeah, with everything that's happening in the world, I think I know what the price is today, but
it'll change. Yeah,
tariffs make a huge impact. Right now, touch wood, the tariffs have gone to a more sensible, wearable level, but who knows what tomorrow will bring. So we can discuss ballpark. We're looking at 300-ish for the 12-inch figures. The 3 3/4 inch figures, don't know at the moment. Somewhere between 24.99 and 29.99, likely somewhere in that region. But again, until we get when we launch them, and we're hoping for a number. If we exceed that number, then that will help us to buy more, which brings the price down. But we're not going to tell people, we need to sell 12,806 of these, because that's not fair. And they don't need to know that. We're committed to them. They're going to come out, and I'd love them to be an instant sellout and then do a second wave, and then that will help the price.
And what about going to the crystal ball and saying, yes, we are contemplating the exclusives for San Diego or New York Comic-Con or mail-aways, or
we probably, in all honesty, knowing how long these things take, and knowing that as soon as I commit to a date, something will happen in the world that will lead to delays, because I've done that before. I'm starting to think I may be cursed, so I'm not going to say anything. It's unlikely that we're going to have physical exclusives for Comic-Con, purely because if we need them, I have to ship them by April. We're in December now, at the end of December. We have Chinese New Year coming up, which is basically the factories are closed for 2 months. I would have to design, and they're not closed for 2 months, but it affects 2 months worth of either side of it. It becomes hard to get containers. So basically, it would be nigh on impossible without a miracle to make, ship, and deliver the product in time for this year. But again, if we did discuss some exclusives, we did have some ideas for variants. We talked about Red Eye, and we talked about 2-packs, and we talked about all kinds of things. So yes, in future. But coming back to our very earlier conversation, maybe for this year, the card backs idea is perfect, because those are printed, and those are a lot easier to manufacture quickly on a deadline and get approved. Because I do have to mention one more thing. This is a licensed product, and the people at Universal are amazing. The fact that I'm allowed to, you mentioned earlier that you don't often get this support. It's because the brand owners are usually very nervous about letting lunatics like me talk openly about their brands, because I say things that, and that's why. So we're very, very lucky that the folks at Universal are so positive about this brand and so supportive, and will let us they let out enough rope for us to hang ourselves with.
And
a
we
lot of the
appreciate
time, you have to get every single thing approved. Like if I wanted to say this is green, I have to submit an approval document before I can tell you it's green.
Wow.
They still have a process, but they are very, very good at allowing us to play with their toys. So that makes a huge difference. And so, we have to get everything approved. So with the best will in the world, if I came to them with the best idea in the world and said, hey, what about this? They would be incredibly supportive. They would probably give us quick approvals, but you can't get full corporate approvals and likeness sign off in less than 6 months on a good day with the wind behind you.
Wow.
That's how long it takes for all the people to tick all the boxes and sign all the documents and all the lawyers to agree with each other. And I wish it weren't so, but that's how it is in reality, unfortunately.
Barry, are you going to do pre-orders?
Yes, probably likely. We will do some kind of either pre-order, or what we favor is like an interest list, because we don't like taking people's money up front, because that in our business is kind of the path to madness. Mm-hmm. We've seen so many people it's just not fair. If you're buying something, then maybe a small deposit to make sure someone's genuine and legitimate, because that's good. Otherwise you get, I want 300 of these, and then the day comes, did I say 300? I meant 2.
Yes, no.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, the fans did get burned on jackets from animals.
The list of people who've been burnt, it's horrific. Me too. Right. I've lost money, but I speak to customers regularly who tell me they lost eye-watering amounts of money, like 10 grand, and I'm like, what? I mean, it's crimp, but it's because there's passion involved and there's love in it. And if a guy came up to you on the street and said, hey, give me $20 for this and I'll deliver it in a year, you'd be like, no. But it happens online every single day.
True.
Oh yeah,
It's true.
yeah.
But you know what, Barry, I would think that if someone was interested and in the world of possibilities, like a $5 deposit for
Yeah.
each one,
Yeah.
I think that would be more than reasonable for for you to be able to gauge. And I think all of us as collectors would be I mean, I know that I would be able to do that easily. So just
Well, you know they're real, you know they're legitimate, because
yeah.
also we live in an age of bots and AI, and
Yeah.
believe you me, you do get orders from artificial, oh, I need 5,000 of these to sell to the island of Kiribati. It's like there are 20 people on the island of Kiribati.
Wow.
But it happens. So,
Wow.
and I'm just using that as an example.
Yeah.
Anyone listening from Kiribati?
Is there? I don't even know if there is a Kiribati, but the planet Carolon would work well. So
yeah, there you go. But so the small deposit is great. It makes a contract between us, and we know you're legitimate. We know you're in for the deal, and also, God forbid, if something happens like a worldwide emergency or a shipping shortage or I'm going to say a pandemic, and everything gets delayed, we've still got some kind of agreement with each other, and we can say, hey, look, delayed or not, whichever, because it happens. I mean, every single time it happens. But yeah, no, that's the plan, and we want to do it soon as, but we won't do it till we've got product in our hand that we're happy with, and that's fingers crossed very soon. Like I say, everyone's beavering away. We're really not having much of a Christmas break. It will just be Christmas Day and then straight back to it. And the Chinese will be working all the time, every day. I get 80 to 90 messages a day from them with all sorts of feedback and input, because there's the figures, there's the 6-inch, and then there's more. We've got
more.
Some big items.
There's more.
Now this could be the worst thing I've ever done live on TV, because this is really difficult.
Hang on. Make sure we full scene this here.
Wow, you're gonna watch me fluff this one up.
Upscale your phone.
We're gonna upscale it. Boom.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a Cylon.
Hell
What?
yeah!
Oh boy!
Wait, and it's remote.
Oh boy! Look at that! A IFB exclusive from Factory Entertainment. There it is, guys. There it is. Oh wow!
And the dog doesn't like it. Shush.
Barry,
Did it make noise? I couldn't hear it.
So this is the noise. There are two sounds. You have the. Let me put it up close to the mic.
Wow, it's such. I love the. It's not like chrome, but it's more of a. I can't hear
That's
it.
not funny.
Can you hear it, Pete?
Oh my! No, can't
hear it.
Can't hear it, Barry. But I wanted to. We had discussed openly on a previous stopover that you made, and I thought a lot about this here and there. Daydreaming about our childhood, and one of the things was, do you create and put out a Cylon helmet, or for that matter, any type of a product, and when you're doing it, do you put it out so that it is and looks like what we saw on the screen, whether it be television or for silver screen, right? And so it looks perfect, or do you make it with the seam because it's really two pieces? So if you actually got the prop, you'd see. How did you approach that?
That thing looks amazing. Yeah.
This is where you get into artistic choice, and so for anybody who doesn't agree with me, I apologize, but we try to make a product that will appeal to the widest number of people, and within, again, coming back to licensing, our license is for prop replicas. So what we make is a replica of a prop, as close as we can. Now with the Cylon helmet, there are, you mentioned them all, some major decisions to make. I
think great.
I was not initially aware, for example, that there was a seam running all the way down the middle, because it was two vac formed halves, and vac formed material is fairly thin, cheap plastic, and it was seamed with mylar tape, film tape. The helmet, not the worst part. I discovered later on that the armor, they were physically encased in that thing, and it was taped up, and you couldn't get out of it.
Right.
You had to be
wow.
cut out of it. The tape had to be taken off. So
wow.
if you were a Cylon actor in the 70s and you're still around, I'd love to know how you went to the bathroom. It would have been quite a challenge. So this is a display piece. It will be a high-end piece. It's made of fiberglass, not like the original. So it's durable. It's hard. It's very.
I love I love it. It's not
Very
like
hard.
chrome. It's like it's a brushed aluminum kind of.
That was another challenge.
I like it.
Finding the right material, because the originals are vac form plated with electro. It's a great look on camera and it looks fantastic on screen, but in reality, if you've ever seen one of the helmets close up, they're riddled with tiny little micro errors. It's very hard to apply it evenly. It doesn't flow across shapes very well, and to make one good one, you're looking at probably 3 not so good ones. So it's very, very hard to make a limited edition run with any kind of consistency. So 2 things. I just put that on my head because it's Christmas and I can hear my boss screaming. This is not intended to be worn.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
For
You don't want people falling down.
The main reason being the other change we made on the original helmets, the only way the guys could see out, they could not see through this part. There was no visibility at all. There were tiny salt and pepper holes drilled right here in the frame, and that's all they could see through. And I've worn one, and you can barely discern light and dark. You really can't. You can't see. You can probably see enough not to walk into a wall.
Right.
But talking to people involved in production, it was an unintended thing that gave the Cylons that look and feel that they have, the way they walk. It's so menacing and it frightened us, but it was because they couldn't see where they were going.
Exactly.
but it gives them a robotic, deliberate sort of, I don't know, stomp. And what a brilliant, without it, if they could have seen where they're going, they probably wouldn't have been quite as, it wouldn't have given them that same je ne sais quoi look. So we've made this so that it can be displayed in your house, and you're going to put it in a display cabinet, and you're going to look at it for hours and hours and hours. And I used to work
that one, and then of course I have my own, and you can see the differences. And I think I like yours a lot better.
They both have a place, and,
yes,
and one is super accurate to the film, but if you sit there and stare at it for years on end, you got cracks, you got marks, you got the plating. If you stare at it, you can probably find the little imperfections.
There's bumps in here.
And it's just the way it is. It does not show up on camera. It's
great. It was great for a couple of feet away. It was not great
exactly
for up
close. Exactly that.
This one actually has a misalignment in the nose.
Yes, because the 2 halves were probably vac formed separately, and there would have been a degree of flex between them. But so what we're trying to do is build something that can be like a museum grade without changing too much. So let me get it clear. We do realize we're taking some artistic choices, but I think and we will be honest about that. And if you don't like it, it's great. We can't please all the people all the time, but we're doing something that will give you an heirloom piece that you can keep forever and sit and stare at, and it won't drive you mad. I worked formerly for Master Replicas, and we had this experience with the Darth Vader helmets where people, some people wanted the asymmetry, and they wanted the fingerprint, and they wanted and you want it for 5 minutes, and then you stare at it and you go, God, it annoys me, because you don't notice it when it's on screen. But when you stare at it day in and day out, you're like,
I thought that conversation we had last time, the previous conversation, and you had mentioned that, and the more I thought about it, I said to myself, I think Barry's right. The one to make is the actual, that
what we wanted,
the one that
to
you've
see,
come
what,
up
what
with.
It should, if they had the capability, they would have made it this way.
Well, and what you think you saw, what you were intended to see, that was the producer and the art department's intention. And when I was watching it, I didn't think it's a guy in a suit. I thought it was a menacing alien robot that was going to hurt. It didn't enter my head that they weren't real until, that one time you see the picture in the behind the scenes where the guy's got the helmet. It's a person. But you still didn't think about, I'm sitting there thinking, how did they sit there encased in that armor, filming in Southern California, in probably 100-degree heat? It must have been horrific.
Oh yeah. There's a story about the story about when they were going through the swamp. They actually almost drowned.
They almost
Jean-Pierre
And didn't they
Dorliac
ruin
was
the
so,
suits?
Yep, Jean-Pierre Dorliac did an interview with us.
And they weren't
he
cheap.
was
They were
ticked.
expensive.
He was ticked.
Yeah,
Because
they had
fell apart.
They had to rechrome them, and then they he had him walk through the swamp, and
the
he was
buckram that was on
In 1978, they must have been right up there cost-wise, because budgets of I dread to think what they cost, but it must have been thousands. And back in the day, there were 2 guys in LA who did the electroplating. That was it. There was no one else.
Wow.
It's a messy, nasty, toxic business too. It's horrible. And so having to go back and rechrome those. Oh, no thanks. So ours is a 2-part paint, which it gives you the mirrored effect.
Looks great.
It looks great. It's also handleable, because that's the other problem.
The fingerprints.
You've got yours there. The minute you touch it, you have to microfiber cloth the thing.
That is so
It's the most
cool.
impractical thing. I would love to have been in the design meeting when they came up with this idea, and the art department proposed it, and the director of photography must have gone
bananas. And they did.
Yeah,
they did.
If you, we had Jean-Pierre Dorliac on. He's the one who designed the suit. He'll tell you he designed. A lot of people will tell you that he said he designed the suit. And the way he got the suit idea was Glenn Larson went outside, pointed at a bumper on a car, and he says, "I want that." And that's in his book, The Naked. I think it's The Naked Truth.
I read the book. It's brilliant. And
So we got to get
it
him
would
back
have been
on
fun
again.
to have experienced.
Yeah.
So we're doing the Cylon. We are doing Viper Pilot helmets as well. They will also have light. There's no sound on a Viper Pilot helmet. It doesn't have any, but it will have the light, and it will light up. And those, all 3 of those are in production right now. There is a third one, which I won't talk about because that's a surprise.
Please tell me.
There will be a third one, which we will reveal as soon as we are able to do so.
Is it? Well, can you say if it's 78 or 2004?
78.
Oh wow! Oof.
Everything's 78 at the moment, because the original is the burst.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. We hope it's Baltar's helmet, but that's beside the point.
Oh my gosh! If it's Baltar's helmet, I'll buy 2.
And then we've got a whole bunch of other stuff we're working on. There's lots and lots of
Miami
things.
Vice. Tell
Miami
me all
Vice,
the stuff about
nothing.
Miami
No,
Vice.
wait. Before Tipsy hijacks this off to another franchise, Barry, one of the questions that I had that I was hoping that I could throw out at you was brought up by Mark Todd, and he earlier apologized. I joined late. Did I miss an update on the qubits?
No, Mark, great question. You didn't. Actually, those... Watch this space.
Yes.
They could be a real nice surprise very soon.
Yes. Excellent.
Jingle bells, jingle
Qubits.
bells.
No, not that soon, sadly. Make an ideal Chinese New Year gift there. And they're gold.
Oh, that's going to be great. We're so looking forward to it.
It's such a silly little thing, and they're so small. But when you have a whole stack of them in your hand and you can go ching ching, I can't describe how satisfying it is.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, it's so cool.
And did we mention they come with the cards? So
Yes.
people better stock up on their... actually, no, they shouldn't stock up on their cigars because it's a filthy habit. But hey,
How
I
many
want to
qubits
see.
can I fit in my pants? That's what I want to know. Because
many qubits, many before they fall down.
So we had these made for us to give out at the convention that never happened back in 2020. So we had sponsored we had a panel.
Yeah, we were going to teach people how to play.
Jack Stauffer how to play. We were going to, we'd found some,
No, we created.
We thought we knew how to
built
play
cards
or whatever.
of our own.
Yeah, and we
Let's make that
Tipsy.
happen. Let's make that happen again. I can't promise where, I can't promise when, but let's have a tournament because we absolutely should do that.
Can.
And did they go out into the public? Because a guy came to the booth at San Diego Comic-Con, and I apologize, I can't remember. He gave me one of those, and it's awesome. Yeah. And he told me that's what it was. And he said, this is from the...
Yeah, we gave him out, yeah.
Okay, I got an L. I didn't get a G, I got an L. And forgive me, I've forgotten the guy's name, but I'm treasuring it. It's on my desk at work, and I love it. But wait till you see my metal ones, because they are solid metal.
We had these commissioned. So I'll send you.
3D printed,
you want a set, Barry? We have a couple of these left.
Got you covered.
I'll trade you.
Yes. So
Ah!
I have here's the G.
Yeah, there's the G. Yeah, it's the stylized G, and I just love that it's got Glenn's initials on it. Like,
Yes. So I will send you. You'll
Done.
send me your PO box. I will send
well,
you one of
we
these.
have an instruction booklet in the set, which basically says play your own game, because they are essentially a deck of cards, and you know I did watch all the episodes, and the game changes from episode to episode.
Yes.
There are no
Yeah.
official
And then there's a
rules.
different set of cards in the one in Serenity.
Yes. Yep, they had the different backs,
Yeah,
same fronts, but the rear has got a different. And I'm guessing the implication is that the different, I don't know, territory, like a different casinos in Vegas, same cards, but they have different backs.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing that's probably
That makes sense.
the logic behind it.
Yeah. Not to mention there's colonies, right? So each colony probably would adapt it slightly to where they come from and there. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, come on,
Well, you're going to get a
course.
full deck of those, and then let's have that tournament. We should host an online one somehow. I don't know how you do that, but yeah.
We had talked earlier about products in hand. Go ahead, Pete.
Mark Todd says that was me that gave you the Cubit at
Todd.
Comic-Con. So
Thank
much fun.
you, Todd. I treasure it.
Thanks,
it's
Mark.
awesome.
Appreciate it. So yeah, so he jumped on. Mark, thank you, Mark, for bringing that up. And
There you go.
Barry had
Thinking-
actually.
Go ahead.
Yes, actually, Barry had shown the prototype. So I don't know if you guys remember, but it's in the previous show, and it's a box set, and it has the cubits and it has the deck of the pyramid cards. So and with the instructions, so it's going to be like a little box set. So I'm looking forward to getting a couple of those.
Product in hand.
We'll all play a game together.
Oh heck yeah, yeah. So there's something else coming out of the. Oh no. Yes, Tipsy's gonna show off. Oh yeah, boy, that was a Christmas present.
Yes.
That Imperious Claus sent him, and
This thing is amazing.
phenomenal.
I mean, I looked at it online. I was like, yeah, whatever. But until I got it in my hand, I was like, this thing is like, oh yeah, it's just a. Yeah, I love the back mode because it says this is not a toy. Like I'm going to stab someone with the bayonet. But talk about packaging. I mean, this thing's a nice box.
And
what I
this
couldn't get over
a
is you open it up.
Factory Entertainment exclusive, right? This is Factory Entertainment.
Plastic.
Yeah, it's the Cylon rifle.
A plastic cover for the foam even. So I was like, what? I was like, where is this thing? And you finally pull the foam out. And maybe get it out. There it goes.
Oh, you
Pull
got
the
to show
foam
it
out.
off. It's so cool.
And then it's got actual perfectly
Drum
cut.
roll.
And it's got a great
stand.
It
Yeah.
says.
Oh.
It's got the heaviest Battlestar Galactica. This thing, it's got some heft to it, and I mean
It's solid
it is,
die cast.
Yeah.
So it's solid metal.
It is solid. It's not like it's like plastic or something. This thing is well worth. Look at that. The end is actually hollowed out.
That's for those of us who are space constrained and can't fit. It's part of our line of what we call scaled prop replicas. So it's approximately a quarter scale of the real thing. But it's for people who want to get a whole bunch of things in a space that's a lot smaller.
Where's Pete at?
But obviously, of course, that's die-cast metal, so the blade should be acrylic. So the big question here for people to go away and think about is, if we decided at some point to make a full-size one, is that something people might enjoy?
Ooh.
I own a 3D printed full-size one. I would love one that was better put together.
It's pretty basic in design, so
Yes.
it hasn't got a huge amount of detail, but those panels on the side...
You know where they came from, right?
Yep. In true Dykstra fashion, they are just like Star Wars Greeblies. They're covered in all sorts of really interesting detail, and both sides are different.
Yeah.
You cannot see it on that small
Those
one, but
came
on
from
a big
battleship.
one... Yes. Yep. A monogram model
Monogram
or
model,
I
yep.
get them. Yeah, one of the
Yeah,
models
very
with a
cool.
bunch of other
Ready?
stuff.
Ready to hear this thing?
Yeah,
That is so cool.
it's hefty. It's a Cylon rifle for a mouse.
Oh my gosh!
A very
mouse could take
muscle-bound
on a
mouse.
cat with that for sure. I just couldn't.
that is
I
so
love the
cool.
fact that you actually hollowed out the end. You didn't go cheap. You actually hollowed the end out, so it's not.
Yeah,
it's
well,
not,
you have to have that. We were trying to
go.
give it the look of what should be clear plastic or
Right.
clear acrylic, but you
Yeah.
can't do that in metal. And then it may be the perfect accessory for another 12-inch figure that's being worked on.
Ooh. Oh man, that is so cool. You know, it's look, all the fans that have asked for it, here it is. Right? And this has been going on, like, you know, since we've been up here and doing this, Barry, for 6 years. We've heard it from the very beginning when we first started
there's a couple of
broadcasting.
groups, yeah.
And it came up. It was always coming up. It's a shame that, you know, Battlestar didn't get the full run of figures. We didn't get to see, you know, a lot of the toys that we wish we could have had. Why aren't there more things coming out? Well, guess what, guys? Here it is. Here it is. It's here. We're getting it. So, you know, for those of you that are like us, you know, collectors of everything, you know, I mean, you know, sci-fi fans are notorious for being, you know, collectors. Well, here it is. It's exactly what we've always wanted. So
And the price point on that is very, very reasonable.
Yeah,
for what
they're
you're getting.
designed to be like entry level. That's how we, you know, before you can persuade your significant other that you're allowed to put full size replicas in the house. That's how we get you in the. That's our entry point, so that we hook you on the little ones, and then we graduate you up to the big ones.
Oh, absolutely. You know, Barry,
My wife's going.
Barry, when you talk about when we said the card backs for, you know, the bubble card on the action figures.
Yep.
Is there a limitation on, you know, like the size of and the reason I bring this up is everybody knows that here on the show I am a big, you know, card collector, and this is my original box.
Ha ha ha.
One of my two favorite Christmas gifts that I ever received as a child, as a young person, and I got this, and I've cherished it and kept it. I'm gonna get it. I'll show this off a little bit more later. Here's my original Battlestar Galactica Unlimited Starlog jacket that I also got. Those are my two favorite. But the reason I brought up
Size child 18.
18, yes. The reason I brought that up is, you know, I was thinking if you were permitted to also make card size, you know, scale down those card backs of the figures, and you made those, like, you know, collector cards. Mego was doing that. They did it with their stuff. If you were to also maybe do that, same you know, same artwork, just scale it down to cards.
I will ask. It will depend on whether or not someone currently has the rights to do trading cards or collectible cards, because then we would be technically infringing on their right.
Okay.
But I will ask, and if it was an accessory to a product, then it's a slightly different.
Right.
Falls into a whole other.
Right.
There's a grey area, but I will ask because I love them, and some of those cards, that was. I don't know about you, but before VHS and before reruns, and I grew up in the UK, so we didn't even get BSG as a TV show. We got it as a movie.
Right.
And then there was nothing. So I sat there and looked at the cards, and that's how I got the information, because you couldn't go back and watch it again. You couldn't remember how many arms an Ovion had. You couldn't remember whether the Daggett stood up. And actually, the cards contain a whole bunch of scenes that aren't even... they're not there.
Yeah, they never were there.
They've been a useful resource.
Oh, no, it's so cool.
But I sat there and pored over those things. You know, they got shuffled back and forth, and those, I love those. So yes, I'm all for that, as long as we're allowed to do it.
I think one of the VHS tapes, Conquest of Earth, the Earth, actually had a card inside of it for like a trading card that was inside of it, which is kind of hard to find now as well.
Yeah,
well, those trading cards and those stickers were, you know, same for Star Wars. They were a lot of kids, because that was the thing that most parents
Wonder
could buy.
Bread, yeah,
because it was cheap. Even action figures weren't cheap. You laugh now when you see, carded figures that say $2 on them, and you think, well, but $2 was $2.
Yes.
How many loaves of bread did $2 buy in 1978?
Yeah.
Somebody will tell me. So the stickers and the cards were practically the only thing most of us got, other than at birthdays and Christmases when you were treated. So you got price ticket on it? Hey, $3.
$3.
$3.
$3. That in 1979. That's quite spendy.
Yes, exactly. I bought that. It was years after it come out, and I spotted it in like one of those stores where they liquidate, and so I didn't pay $3. I probably paid $1.50 for it. But I was a teenager by then. And I said, you know what? It's in mint condition. I'm gonna go put this away. This is gonna be cool.
And you had some foresight. But I mean, come on, in 80, $3 would have bought you what? 3 gallons of gas?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
So that's the context. So what for the average working family, it's like, some of us weren't
$15 to $20 now.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent, which is not small potatoes.
Exactly.
No.
But we're many of us are now lucky enough. We're in that, I think, that age group that we can afford to splurge a little bit. We are so looking forward to all of these great things that you guys are putting out, Barry.
I can't wait to get them out. I wish we had them sooner, but all good things come to those who wait, I guess. And we don't want to rush them. And there's a lot of other stuff going on. Like I mentioned, we talked about Miami Vice very briefly. That's very early. That's a huge one of mine.
Oh, yes.
And I have had to push that boulder up a hill because, the remake didn't exactly set the world on fire, and it isn't a brand that has, I don't think if you go out and look right now, there's barely anything for it.
Exactly.
But it has a passionate fan following. That show changed my life. That was the one where I decided to start dressing like Sonny Crockett in rural Buckinghamshire in England. That went down like a
try it in Casper, Wyoming. I got beat up that day.
That did not get me beaten up at school.
I got beat up that day, so I didn't wear that.
We all did.
Yeah,
we all share the pain. But it's amazing, and we were really lucky. We go to the Star Trek show every year in Vegas, and last year they had Edward James Olmos there as a guest, and he was reading The War of the Worlds, which was epic, by the way. The live read that the guys put on was quite something to behold. And we had a chance to briefly chat to him, and he was like, "Oh yeah, Miami Vice. I get so much like fan mail." And he said, "I go to this convention thing,
yes,
and
every year September. I'm going next year."
That was really helpful to learn that. So watch this space on that one. We're working on it. You've seen the kind of things we make.
Oh my God.
You can expect the kind of things that we're doing.
I so desperately want a badge and a Ferrari.
I got you on one of those things. The second one I'm working on. Any keen-eyed viewers will note that we've recently gone into partnership on another 80s property, Knight Rider, with the amazing guys at Jazz Inc., who are well known for their large-scale vehicles. Well, you can put 2 and 2 together and work out whether that's 4 or 6.
Excellent.
Knight Rider's what we're working on today, but hey, we hope there'll be others. So we have a whole bunch of Knight Rider stuff.
I'm sure we'll never see BJ and the Bear.
Never say never.
No. I don't think
I got a soft spot for BJ and the Bear and the Fall Guy. That is two I love.
The Fall Guy truck would be fantastic,
wouldn't it?
Wow, that is so cool. And just on the website itself, Barry, I pulled it up here on the side, and that's what I look at when I'm looking over. I'm looking at my other monitor. I see that you've put up Phantasm, just a couple of these that are popping up and speaking to me. The Green Hornet, and I see Hot Wheels. Let's see. There's just some really cool stuff. I mean,
we have
all of it's cool.
27 different licenses or somewhere around that last count.
Wow.
We're very lucky to work with most of the major players. And then I have another little show and tell quickly. If we're talking about 80s stuff, and let's see if this one works. Never worked with children or animals live.
Oh my God!
I have to take my glasses off because my big ass head won't fit in it without it. So let's see if we can.
Oh wow!
Oh my gosh!
Oh Oh, wow.
And here's the best bit.
Oh,
Ooh. Oh, man. That's
Airwolf.
awesome.
So there's
Holy
Airwolf. I get
macaroni.
to fulfill my Ernest Borgnine dream.
Oh, wow.
That's a prototype, but that's in development along with a bunch of other Airwolf stuff, and obviously there is a star of that show, and it's not human.
What? Oh my God, this is incredible. This is incredible. Oh, the other thing that I needed you to comment a little bit about was the studio scale replicas of iconic ships, which is on your site. So tell us
currently
about
we do Star Trek, and we've got ET. These are
studio
very
scale.
large.
Yeah.
Studio scale is a something of a misnomer. There's no such thing. It's what they are supposed to emulate is the filming miniatures that were used in productions in their typically smallest form. So for Star Trek, for example, the models that we do are roughly between 3 and 4 feet long, which would be the small miniature. The big miniatures, which is hilarious, are 11 to 12 feet long because they had to be, because certainly back in the day, if anyone's been to the Smithsonian, they'll have seen the miniature that is there of the original Enterprise.
Yeah.
And it had to be that big because you're talking a camera in those days was enormous. And to get a camera to pan down a ship, you couldn't do it with a model that was any smaller. The model had to be mounted on a forklift. The camera was operated by 3 or 4 guys, probably weighed half a ton. It was not like today where we can film 4K video on a thing this big in our pocket with a gimbal. None of that. So they emulate that. They are one of a kind. Each one is made individually to order by a model maker, typically one who worked either on the original production or was associated with it here in the US. And so far the line extends to Star Trek, and then we did the ET mothership from ET. That one we did something slightly different. We had 10 of those made for the anniversary, and we have, I think, 6 left or 5 left. And that's a line that we're looking to increase and change and add to. So yes, you may see more studio scale. And again, there is not a specific scale. The rough parameters for us are that they roughly fit into the size of a 50-gallon fish tank, so that you can have a bunch of models together that look like they belong together. Because if they were scaled to each other, the Enterprise A needs to be half the size of the Enterprise D, because the Enterprise D would be in scale. The saucer section would be about 5 or 6 feet across, and you'd have this enormous thing. So it wouldn't work. And like the Excelsior has those very long. It wouldn't work together if they were all precisely scaled, but they're roughly, for scale aficionados, between 1/350th and 1/500th in that range. But the idea is they can all look good together, but they are one-of-a-kind pieces. People go on the website, they look at the price, and they go, but those are handmade by, in this Star Trek case, a former ILM model maker. You're buying an original piece of art, essentially, and as close to what they used for filming in the day. And they have gone back to it. People say, oh, is it a dead art? Is it something nobody does anymore? Funnily enough, they have started to go back to physical miniatures because they have a certain something about them. CGI is great, but it has its limitations. And sometimes, certainly with spaceships, the weight and the feel of them is hard to get across with purely CGI. So we've been told by people that, there is something that is starting to sneak back into production. And they use a hybrid. They'll use some CGI because CGI is great. You can flip the thing through 360 degrees. You can fly it through a tunnel. You can do all those things that would have been impossible with a physical model. They would have literally driven the guys nuts. But those are the pièce de la résistance. But, that's where we are today. But tomorrow there'll be a whole bunch of new things, and we're always adding new stuff. We're always looking for fun things we can make and add to the collection. There's some James Bond stuff there.
It's incredible. On your website, you also have the Hall of Justice.
A little scaled replica that we did. It's like yay big, and it's amazingly popular when you think about a building that so many people feel they know, that we never saw it in a film until recent Superman.
Yes.
And it's the train station in Cleveland.
Yes, in Cincinnati. I went to it.
Ohio, yeah.
I went with my son because when it came up, and it's a great place to see all the Art Deco and stuff. And
Yeah.
so
It's a
we actually
beautiful
went,
building.
and it's incredible. And I put up some pictures, and that is so cool. That replica is incredible. So yeah, it's really something. And to have that is just
It's a nice
I'm
little
amazed.
desktop piece, so it doesn't
Yeah.
fill your house with this enormous thing. But hey, it would be fun to do a big giant one.
Oh,
Never
heck
say
yeah.
never.
So Barry, look, we've covered a lot, especially, you've entertained us.
It's
You've
my
shared.
pleasure. Honestly, I love it. It's always an honor to be here with you guys.
Oh, hey, we love having you here because, it's not every day that we've said this so many times, and it really, really resonates. And I'm sure that all our fans and everybody else out there, will appreciate it for what it is. You're open eared, right? You're listening to what we're saying, so that it makes a difference. It's all seems very reasonable, but it hasn't been, right? This is kind of what we want, and you're trying to provide that.
Yeah.
More importantly, above all else, I always like to, and Tipsy as well, we always like to point out that true fans like yourself, Barry, cannot hide it, right? We don't hide behind that.
No,
So
I try when I go to important meetings, but they sniff me out.
yes, and you know what? But what the fans that are involved in whatever it may be, it always comes through. It brings an extra quality that the fandom in general will always appreciate. And so it's really cool that you come and you share yourself and you share your stories, and it's part of your business and what you're doing. And thank you on behalf of all of us out there. And it's a
Thank you.
thing here in IFB. We really love this kind of thing.
we it's a club, and we love being part of that club, and it's an honor and a privilege that we don't take lightly. We're not some corporate monstrosity. We're a small company literally run by less than a dozen people total, and we're all fans ourselves. And so when we get warmly welcomed into the club and people aren't suspicious of us and treat us, it's great. And yeah, we can't do everything, but we will always promise to listen, and we try to bring some of the passion that we share with everybody else. And we'll never be I've long ago tried to give up saying, oh yeah, I'm more passionate. No, we'll never meet the passion of the fans. And that's what provides all of this. Hey, that's what pays my mortgage and feeds my family, because 50 years later, we're all still celebrating something that we spent 30 minutes watching on a Saturday, and then had to go and do something else and get on with our lives, but we're still celebrating it. And isn't that cool? I mean, that's all the things in the world that are all kind of miserable, and then you go back and you remember that, and you go, you know what, it ain't so bad.
This is true. Yeah,
cheers to that.
Yeah, cheers to that 100%. Gary, Barry, I'm sorry.
Nah.
Can you tell us if you have any scheduled appearances? I know that San Diego is a big one. Do you have anything on the calendar that you might be going to?
Sadly, we don't. They don't let me out the basement but twice a year. So the first time, the ankle bracelet won't stretch that far. No,
The monitoring.
Like I said, we're actually a small team. We would dearly love to do more shows. We just can't, because when I'm at a show, I'm not designing and developing product.
Right.
So no, sadly not. We used to do the Toy Fair in New York, which would have been coming up in February, because it's back to its February time. But no, sadly, our first scheduled appearance for next year will be Comic-Con in July, which, trust me, for me, is like a week away. I'm already working on it. I'm already freaking out about the deadlines for it.
Wow.
But no, we would love to do more, but we can only be in so many places at once. So, people, if they have ideas, if they would like to talk to us, if they have, we can't, like I said, I can't appear at every single convention everywhere, but I'd love to do more of this kind of thing. We'd love to be involved if we can. I don't know. We're open to all and any ideas, but yeah, no, the only time they can see me live and unleashed, if they would want to endure such a thing, is Comic-Con, and I'll be there.
Excellent. We are humbled, because
Nah, don't be
you
daft. We're humbled to be here.
thank you so much. Not everybody does it, so it's not the average bear that does this, and we really
Everybody's as
appreciate it.
crazy as we all are.
Yes,
not many.
yes. Thank you. We hope that you have a great holiday.
Yes.
And
everybody out there too. Happy holidays, and just remember, it's Christmas. For all the awful things that are going on in the world, we have one day where we can just go, you know what? Life ain't so bad.
That is right. And like you said, we can tune into one of our shows and just escape for a while.
Yep. And hey, look, for the first time in human history, we can read and watch pretty much every single thing created by mankind on the toilet at 2 a.m. in our underwear on an iPad for, $15 a month. That's progress, people.
That's right. Tipsy?
Just thanks. It's not often we get corporate people that would actually listen to us and entertain the ideas that we have. It's fantastic to have you on. We love love your openness. We love how easy you are to talk to about this, and we love that you're a fan. That's so important that we actually feel that it's not like, hey, everybody needs to eat and live indoors, and it's not all about the money though. It's about the love for the fandom, and it shows in your company's choices, and it shows in you as you are a representative of your company, that it shows that you care. You have something that you have the dreams that we have. You have the same ideas and things like that, and you're actually able to listen to us. That's just
everybody does. I'm just the one dumb enough to come and be the figurehead. The whole team at Factory are also fans, from the guy that packs the boxes in the warehouse to our accountant to all of us, to our owner and founder. We're all passionate, and we all have the sickness. That's how we describe it.
Just get down with the sickness.
We're down with the sickness. All right.
Thank you, Barry. Thank you very, very much.
Yep.
Thank you. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Merry Christmas.
Is it Festivus today? Did we miss Festivus?
Festivus for the rest of us.
Cheers.
To you, sir.
I'm nearly out. Yeah.
Cheers, Barry. Take care. All the best.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
See you in 2020. See
you on the other side.
2026 on the other side. Man, it is so cool.
That's cool.
And of course, I mentioned this on air previously, but as we wrap up today's holiday show, IFB is closing out 2025 with 3 awards for best podcasting. Wolf Media recognized us when we submitted
with Barry.
With Barry. So we submitted that last show, and that's the one that got us the win. So thank you, Barry, for being a sport and coming on. And so that made a difference. And so that's out there. And we appreciate you coming on, and we appreciate you guys all watching. And so we're closing out with 3 awards on IFB for best podcasting in pop culture. And that's all because you guys, we have a lot of fun. And thank you, Barry, for being a sport and, coming on and having some laughs and sharing as well. So all the best. And we'll see you in 2026.
Yep.
Absolutely cool.
Absolutely.
Woo! Outstanding. So we'll just keep it going. And so, Barry knows, Factory Entertainment knows that we're here to help, and hopefully,
Barry, I'll be sending you the 3D files for this.
More surveys and
sir.
whatever else we can do. Barry's gonna send me an address so I can share the G. He doesn't have the G, so I'm gonna get him a G, and I'll throw in a couple other things in there and a little envelope and send that out to him. So thank you again. And hey, it's our holiday episode. We're wrapping things up. We've had a really, really good run. And hey, it's
we will be here New Year's Day.
Yes. Minus myself.
Minus
I
Pete.
unfortunately I have
The
commitments.
Cylons will
but
take over at that point. It's gonna
yes,
be...
I have mediocre modeler is going to step in for me. Thank you, and everybody else that's going to be a part of that New Year's show. Very much appreciated, and all of you guys that came on today. Daryl, thank you for jumping on. And I think there was someone else here that I caught out of the corner of my eye that I wanted to mention. Thank you, all of you, for taking the time out on a day like this. And you know, I mean, it's
Getting close.
the holidays.
I mean,
you
it's
know?
holidays.
Yeah, it's the holidays. So
Hopefully,
hey, you know, thank you. And you
Definitely.
know, we have a great team. Thank you to the IFB team. Appreciate you and everything you guys do. John One for scheduling, and all of the segment producers, right? Tiny Bean and Bird. Of course, John has his own segment, and you know, everybody else that comes on, and all of the other Battlestar Galactica social media and fan sites, and you know, clubs, BFC, and everybody else out there. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate everything you do, because we love BSG. Is our reason for being here, right? There are a lot of other streamers and podcasters. Many of them, well, maybe not so much many, but there are actors that were part of various shows that have their own podcast and talk about those shows, right? So we found that the love for Battlestar, you know, there was a place for us, and we came from that. And so Battlestar always has a special place and will always remain a part of our show no matter what. And you know, we love sci-fi in general, and we love the franchise. We'll look to see when we're going to have Eric Larson back on and do you know, another small, you know, trivia thing, and you know, we'll get Jack Stauffer will come back.
So Jack will be back on in
Yep, we'll get
January.
Lorette.
January. He's got January.
Yes, he's got a January date, so he'll be on.
Yep.
So yeah, he'll come back. And so you guys, you know, thank you so much for taking the time out. I fondly, like I told you, remembered, you know, Battlestar Galactica for me was a big deal. And, you know, like I said, two of the best gifts I ever received as a kid were, you know, the jacket, the Star-Lord Colonial Warrior jacket, which I showed you earlier.
Thank you,
and
Erica.
of course, my box of cards that I still have. And so, you know, just sharing that love, sharing the fandom with all the family, the friends that are out there. It's just a lot, way cool. And Tipsy, I know that, you know, if it wasn't for your vision, we wouldn't be doing this. We wouldn't have the great group that
No,
we
we'd have
have.
an audio podcast probably, but
Yep, that's right. Well,
But
we wouldn't be
have as
doing
much
this.
fun.
Period.
We always have fun though. But
Yeah,
I
we do,
appreciate
very much so.
Yeah, with the friendships that we had this that we've got in the family, and the friendships that created this channel, and the friends we make along the way, the people
Yes.
that we have that watch our show, the people that come on our show, the people behind the cameras, the people behind the products. Those are the people that keep the family rolling, the fandom rolling. If it's not for those people, the fandom will die.
That's true.
It'll go away, and you know, people, you know, years from now will never know what that is. It'll be like one of those old silent films that nobody ever watches right now. So it's so important that we recognize that that all supports, you know, you, the Factory Entertainment, all those things support your fandoms.
And so as we wrap up, I'm just going to add one last final thing, because you guys have seen the ads that we've put up, the briefings that we're doing, Shore Leave, right? Shore Leave right now.
I can't wait.
We are, right? We were lucky enough to be a part of bringing Lorette and Herb together for Shore Leave.
There you go, Barry. You need to come out to
we're looking
Pennsylvania.
Yep, we're confirming that we have a table, and that so we will be there. Once we have that locked in, we will let you know, and then we're gonna have one of the leads from the Stranded Warrior will be there. The goal is to have the fan film screened at Shore Leave. We'll be there, and a lot of you guys showed interest. So thanks, Gary and Dave, for going out there and shaking the tree for us. So we'll have plenty of Galactica cosplay going on as well. So stay tuned for more updates on that. But you saw we're getting thousands. I mean, literally, there's thousands of likes for Shore Leave, and the fact that the two of them, Lorette and Herb Jefferson, are going to be there. So that'll be great. We're going to have a really, really good time. So stay tuned for more on that. But in the meantime, I just wanted to wish everybody happy holiday. And Tipsy,
Yep. Thanks for being here. And of course, it is always great to see you. And I'm trying to queue up the video now. Give me a second. There we go. I've got it now. So anyways, thanks for being here. Don't forget to smash those likes. We will be here Thursday next week, not Tuesday, unlike today. But don't forget to smash those likes and do the follows. Check to make sure you're following, because we've invited a lot of you. But sometimes you just don't see those. So give us we don't make any money on that, but it just helps us out. So anyways, here's to you, because fans fuel the fleet, and here's to the family.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Cheers, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Barry. Thank you so much.
And to all the good numbers.
Merry Christmas. Yes.